Hello, good afternoon to everyone. It's been a while, right? I guess I recorded the last video. It was during weekend, I guess, or on Friday, I don't know. Anyways, I don't record videos every single day anymore because it varies, right? It varies on my mood, on my disposition to record videos, and of course, I have other errands to do, other things to do. I'm not exclusively in this project, and I do this for fun. It's a hobby, and I try to to give away videos, as many as possible, but I have to ensure that they are at the utmost quality possible, focused on examples and focused on grammar as well, because it's not only about examples, because a baby, for example, learns to speak through repetition, through examples, right? Hearing a mother saying something or the father, hearing conversations, he tries to repeat language, right? And then he adds meaning, understanding, and builds a library, let's say so, of words, of knowledge, and starts building his own language corpus. Okay, so let's get going. Today it's passive voice, but as I mentioned in previous videos, it's not grammar based, it's example based. It doesn't mean that we will not have grammar references in this lesson, because we will. Grammar is the basics, is one of the pillars, or maybe the basic pillar of any language. If you want to speak correctly, it's mandatory that you understand how grammar is structured. But it's more easy, or it's easier, more easy. It's easier to learn if you, how can I say, if you learn through examples, they become more practical, and it becomes, how can I say, more natural to use. You must make English a more friendly language to you, and learning requires dedication. Okay, so let's get going. No more blabbling or or talking about. It's not rubbish that what I speak. It's about very important clues and hints that I give you, and that's how I learned language. You know, sometimes we make some minor mistakes, but we speak so fast sometimes, and it's not that we forget, but sometimes we let go. It's more important to speak, no matter how correct or incorrect, how it doesn't matter how many mistakes you make. The most important aspect is that you speak. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so where were we last video? Okay, so we were giving examples about the passive voice, and that's what we will be focused on. When I say, for example, I don't know, I don't like being taken to parties. What does it mean? This sentence means that I don't like parties, but most importantly, I don't like people taking me to parties. So, I is the subject of the sentence, but you know, I am not the doer of the action. No, I'm not the doer, because somebody else takes me to parties. So I don't like being taken. So what's the idea here? Let's suppose you are this little square right here, and this is the party. You are being taken. It's different. when you say I don't like to go to parties, it means that you go to party by on your own. You go because you want to, right? If you say I like to go to parties. I like to go to parties. This is one thing, right? When you say I like to go to parties, it's entirely different than I saying I don't like being taken to parties. It means that somebody takes you, or a group of people takes you, take you to a party. It may be some friends, perhaps. So if I want to turn this into the active voice, I can say somebody takes me to parties. A friend, for example. I have a friend that is very social, right? Like very talkative, very extroverted. And this friend loves going to parties. But the problem is, he always wants to take me with him. And I don't necessarily like parties. It depends on the party. It depends on the situation, on the people who will be on the party, going and will be in the party, right? So if I don't like any of these aspects, I want to go to a party. Yes, I really annoying. Many people don't like me. So when I say a friend takes me to a party, it's the active voice. But when I say I don't like being taken, it's passive voice. First of all, you have a verb in the past participle, take, took, taken. Simple present, simple past, past participle. Okay? You have the verb to be with ing, so this is a passive voice. So it's very common to use this expression. I don't like being something, right? It's very common to use such expressions. And for example, my brother doesn't like being told what to do. Some people don't like following orders, right? I don't like, I like to follow orders if the order makes sense to me. Of course, I don't like people being bossy around me. It's really annoying, but sometimes it happens. And in this example, my brother doesn't like being told what to do, right? Nobody likes being told what to do. He knows what to do, right? So it's an expression using the passive voice because you have the verb tell, told in the past participle. You have the verb to be, okay? And most importantly, my brother doesn't do the action. He is being told what to do. So somebody tells my brother likes what to do. If I say somebody tells my brother what to do, okay? Somebody tells my brother. So this is an active voice. But if I say my brother doesn't like being told what to do, it's passive voice. Okay. I don't like being kept in the dark. To keep someone in the dark, to keep something in the dark is a phrasal verb, okay? That means when you don't know what's going on, right? When you don't know what's happening. So I say, I don't like being kept in the dark. I like people to be straightforward with me and tell me what is going on. So I don't like being kept in the dark. Kept is the past participle of the verb to keep. Keep, kept, kept. Kept is an irregular verb, okay? And it follows the structure that I have mentioned here. I don't like being plus a verb in the past participle. So this is passive voice as well. Let me see. He broke into the house without being seen. I have to check if this verb means what I mean, right? Let me see. Break. I'm searching on the internet, okay? Break into. Break into. Yes, that's correct. I was checking the meaning of the word. If you break into some place, it means that you force your entrance into a place. So it was a thief, right? He broke into the house without being seen. This is passive voice. Because he wasn't seen, okay? After prepositions in general, if you have a verb following, the verb goes with ing. But what I want to emphasize is that you have a passive voice in this small structure because you have the verb in the past participle. And the idea here is that he wasn't seen. It's like this. He wasn't seen. Nobody saw him, okay? During his breaking into the house. So he broke into the house. This is active voice because he took the action. He is the doer of the action. But the other part of the sentence involves the passive voice because he wasn't seen. He entered without being seen. It gives an idea of a passive voice. It means that nobody saw him during his breaking into the house. Okay? Well, it's phrasal verbs, as I mentioned, is you learn through examples. And sometimes I have some doubts, okay? I will check it on the internet. It's natural, I guess everyone. But almost always when I have a slight doubt about something, it means that I'm correct. Because I knew that the verb break into means to force into a place without being allowed to, okay? All right, next video we will continue seeing examples in the passive voice. Bye-bye.